discover the expert guide to skyrocketing your brand in the first 30 days with a Facebook ad agency. So here's how it goes. Before welcoming any client, I perform an in-depth audit of their ad account. After conducting over 100 audits last year, this crucial step is non-negotiable. So here's the 6 step-by-step blueprint I rely on. So to actually do the audit, there are a couple of things that I need. One is view-level access to the Facebook ad account and third-party tracking software like Triple Whale or Norbeam. And 2, target ROAS to evaluate the current decision making. It's not necessarily always target ROAS, sometimes it's NCCPA, sometimes it's MER, but I need that to assess the decision making. So I share a business manager ID and the client adds me as a partner. If it's an agency ad account, then they add me as an employee to their business manager. So initially, I analyze the numbers in different periods. This helps me paint the picture of what happened in the past couple of months. So I usually analyze per quarter, and there are videos where I actually was going through the live ad account audit of one of the clients. So you can reference that for see how the document looked like. This gives me indicator whether CPMs or click rate increased, videos stopped being as interesting as before, if the video metrics are dropping, or conversion rate in AOV fluctuated. If there's a third-party tracking software, I compare Facebook results to that one. This gives me indicator how well Facebook is efficient compared to the third-party tracking software. After that, I dive into the ad account structure. So how many campaigns are there? What's the optimization goal? What audience and placement are used? And are there any audiences excluded? What type of bidding are we using? Is it lowest cost or bid cost cap? Or how is that set up? Is it used with a CBO or ABO? Is Advantage Shopping Plus used? And what's the cap for buyers? So that gives me a general understanding of the setup, and actually there's a lot of mistakes or general practices that brands are not following. After that, I check the optimization. So first of all, how frequently is the budget increased if the results are good? So basically, are you maximizing the efficiency? Is there optimization on the ad level? Basically, are the bad ads turned off? And is the budget tied to the performance? So that can massively impact the overall performance, because this way we are minimizing the losses and maximizing the winners. After that, there's a testing framework. So I check, is there a dedicated testing campaign? Are there multiple variation per video? Is there only one ad per asset? How many assets is there in dynamic creative or currently flexible ad? Are there any iterations of the winners done? What's actually being tested? Is it creative? Is it audiences? Is it angle? That gives me indication of what can be achieved if it's done properly. Then I jump into the ads, because ads are doing the targeting nowadays. So how and thumb stop and hold rates are compared to the average? How good is the editing of the video? Is there a specific hook per video? How's the ad copy formatted and aligned to the video? So basically this gives me indicators whether the proper concepts and style per niche and per product are used, and whether the post ID and assets customization is used, which has a pretty big impact to the ad being shown in the feed. After that, I do a funnel analysis. Basically, I check what's the landing page. Is it product page or advertorial, or is it dedicated sales page? I also compare the drops between each stage of the funnel in a custom-made calculator, which immediately helps me identify the gaps. So maybe the page is not loading fast enough. Maybe the people are not proceeding to the product page. Maybe people are not even adding to cart, or there's a huge gap between the checkout and purchase. This gives me indicator whether something needs to be fixed before we start running traffic. And then as a bonus, I provide an early indicator calculator, which is sometimes useful for new creative test evaluation. So basically it tells us what percentage of people ends up buying after adding to cart, and what percentage of people ends up buying after initiating checkout. This gives me target per early indicator metrics. So basically sometimes I don't even have to wait for a full CPA because cost per to cart is terrible. At the end, you get a recap of mistakes and opportunities, and on top of that, it's not that just I hand you the document. We jump on a call, I walk you through the document, I provide additional context for all of my findings, I showcase you those mistakes in the ad account, and then after that, you get to ask all the additional questions. So the audit is foundation for most of the future work that we'll be doing when we take over, and it is done even before the onboarding process. So how does it look when the onboarding starts, and how the first 30 days look like? So on a day one, my client gets their onboarding package immediately after signing. This gives me and my team access to everything we need. Basically, our Facebook ad account access is increased. We get access to the page, catalog, pixel, Shopify, Klaviyo, and Triple Whale or Norbeam if the client is using it. They get the invite to Slack, and we get shared with creative folder and brand guidelines. Once that is sorted, we do an onboarding call. So here we are mostly discussing discussing what are the metrics that we'll be using for decision making and what is the hierarchy of those metrics. So is it NCPA, is it MER? That's usually what client tells us, but then we suggest what makes more sense. As I said, usually those are MER, Facebook or third-party tracking ROAS, NC ROAS, NC CPA, maybe percentage of new visits. So it really depends at what stage the client is. In the days 1 to 7, there's a full ad account revamp and tracking check. If something is working, I'm not going to turn it off right away. We gradually introduce our ad account structure, but previous campaigns were evaluated only based on performance. Basically, I kill whatever is underperforming, implement some of the things that we identified as a potential opportunity from the audit, and to be honest, in most cases, people are making the same mistakes in the ad account. And you can check which top 10 most frequent mistakes in this video. So here we are still in the day 1 to 7, but we are doing their backend research. While in the ad account, we work with only the existing ads, in the backend, we are working on the new messaging and concept. We do a deep dive research of ad comments, post-purchase service, customer reviews, and customer support tickets. We consolidate all the reviews in the main categories, and based on the number of reviews per category, we can clearly see which are the most important angles, which concerns people are going through, which solution they want. Also, from most of the reviews, we highlight a few keyword phrases that we often use in the ad copy and headlines. Why is that important? Because angle is doing the targeting. On top of that, we list the most frequent objections, which is again something we address in the ad copies, ads, and the offers. Days 7 to 14. We combine the messaging from the research with our swipe file of the winning ads based on a different style and a niche. So basically, we combine that messaging and the ads to tell clients what kind of ads we need to be producing. From there, most of the work is on the creative team, while we in the ad account are making sure that we set up A, proper testing framework, B, optimal ad account structure and scaling structure that maximize efficiency of the ads, because it's a full circle of research, hypothesis, testing, analysis, iteration. Then again, basically, if I have a clothing ad account, I'll probably use more DPA. If I have a problem-solving product, I'm going to probably use more advertorials. And then in the days of 14 to 30, it consists mostly on doubling down on the winners, moving winning handles into the video scripts, moving from winning scripts to the advertorials, moving winning ads from testing into Advantage Shopping Plus. Obviously, not always everything will be done so quickly, but first 14 to 30 days are crucial to set the tone for our clients. We are having some amazing results for multiple 7, 8, and 9-figure DTC brands. Now that you know what the first 30 days of working with me look like, apply for an audit below if you are, number 1, want to maximize the efficiency of your ads. Number 2, you want a proven process to follow. Number 3, you want to take the guesswork out of scaling. If on the other side, you're not spending at least $50K a month on your Facebook ads, like and subscribe for more future useful content like this.